This is a video tour of the new format for WebMic delivered over the internet, accessible through a browser. Usually it works in Safari, Chrome, and Firefox. Chrome is actually the best browser to use, and this is the WebMic in HTML5, so that it should not be blocked by Adobe Flash. However, JavaScript does need to be enabled in your browser. So to start WebMic, as usual, we click anywhere, and the first screen that shows up will actually show a specimen. Let's first of all find out how to navigate, and let's take the menu items from left to right in order. First of all, navigate. To navigate, a window comes up and you can expand general histology and organ histology, and then click a specimen, for example thin skin hematoxin eosin, and then the name of the specimen shows up at the top, and the magnification in the round window here shows up above the window. And always the magnification between the rectangular reference image below, where you can move the little magnifying glass and see where you are in the larger round window. The magnification is always 5x times 4, which is 20. And if we go to 40x at any specimen, then 4 times 40 is 160. One other feature that is the next feature that is very helpful if you would like to go back and review, let's say, muscle specimens without going back to the navigate and going to muscle tissue like this, you can search. So you just type in, say, MUS, and you get any specimen that has MUS in it, and so we can go immediately and study skeletal muscle and look at it at 100x. So let's just stay right there and demonstrate the other features, such as the screen function, where you can remove the round window and see more of the specimen, and you can use the reference image, a little magnifying glass, to move anywhere on that specimen. The next button is, if somehow things are not working well, first try to refresh, and then you can print the specimen, and it opens up in another page, another window, if you will, or a tab, and you can right click on that and copy the image or save the image, and then you close that window, go back to the specimen. So you can print. And then the next tool, or the toolbox, and over here you can open up the toolbox and show the labels, and you can scan the entire specimen and make sure that you are looking at all the labels, and then of course click on any label to read. And also then there is a quiz. And the quiz is a simple identification quiz. You click this and then click a second time. And this is the beta version of HTML5 for WebMic, and there are a few modifications that will be implemented soon before the final version is rolled out. But this is a full working version. And one of the things that we will be changing is that when we go to a quiz, then if there is text associated with a question mark, it will be colored. So you will know that. For right now, you have to click twice. And so if you go back and you have HBAN, etc. If you open up a new toolbox, then the previous one closes, and here is you can use a grid, and you notice that the grid will shows 4.8 micrometers per centimeter at this magnification of 100 times 400x. The grid may or may not be useful. We are fixing it so that the specimen moves behind the grid, so you can actually line up a grid square with a cell or a nucleus or something like that. But that's another item that is being addressed by the software engineer that is converting WebMic to HTML5. So we'll turn the grid off and then turn on the measure tool, and it's you can take the measure tool and just put the two little circles and read that it is 27 microns from one red dot to the next red dot, and also this shows the mouse position wherever you're moving around, or the image position you can see. But the most important thing is the measuring tool. Now there is one other a multiple choice quiz that is not activated now, but that will be activated soon. Okay, so that's the toolbox, and you can close the toolbox, and we'll go back to the circle view. Leave these on, but you can see that if you make the screen and you print, when you print you don't have the labels, so that you could print something out or save it on a computer or put it in PowerPoint and then practice labeling structures. That's one way of that you can study. Okay, so the next button is About. This simply gives the credits. This is being worked on also and updated, and in the next version, next update that will come soon, this information will be revised. But these tabs are worth reading. This simply explains the logic behind and the content of WebMic. And then here's actual instruction on general histology, tissue histology, where you have a paragraph introducing the whole concept, and then a paragraph on each of the 4 basic tissues: epithelium, muscle, connective tissue, and nerve, and 2 specialized tissues, bone and cartilage. And then the last tab is organ histology, and here you have several texts that will introduce you to some of the basic concepts and perspectives that you should have in mind as you're learning histology concerning solid organs, hollow organs, and then how an example or two of the importance of not only understanding the organization of an organ, but understanding what cell types are actually responsible for the function of a given organ. And so this is very useful text information as you're learning histology. The help files presently are related to the older version of WebMic, not the HTML5 version, but these will be modified in the near future, and there will be actually a video that will show up here first as a guided tour, much like the video that I'm creating right now. So I think this new WebMic is going to be a very useful update and improvement to the program.